second kiss by father and son.
Look at it, Javi.
Like uncomfortably long.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. No, it's just European. It's just European. No, I think that's just European, huh?
It starts at 9, or are you going with somebody else?
Yeah.
So does it start at 9, or do the trailers start at 9?
Trailers start at 9.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like the way you did this.
Jake.
Why don't I like the way you did this? The cable's a little bit there.
Can I read you a post?
Bro, I feel big sweato and gross. Which is bullshit because I showered less than an hour ago.
Can I read you a post?
You can read me a post.
Published February 5th at 3:16 p.m. and updated 14 minutes ago. University of Florida confirms measles outbreak.
Okay.
What?
I was just making sure my audio was going.
Confirms measles outbreak in Alachua County on campus. Gainesville, Florida, WCJB. The University of Florida issued a guidance to students and staff after the Florida Department of Health confirmed 2 cases of measles in Alachua County. University officials say the health department is conducting contact tracing on 2 UF classes in which exposure to measles may have occurred. The department has begun reaching out to the individuals in the classes where exposure was possible. Officials say students who were not contacted should not assume they were exposed. Officials say most students and staff are immune to measles, although through vaccination or having contracted it prior to the availability of the vaccine. Guess what the number one comment is with over 258 upvotes in a sub with like 2,000 people?
Bro, my gooch is like sweaty. What?
If only there was a scientifically proven way to prevent diseases like this.
Dude, you're a politics guy now, and it's really funny. You're fully a politics guy now. You're posting about like environmental bills on your Instagram story. Like, what has the world come to that Javi's the politics guy?
Well, I'm pretty active about water conservation.
I don't know.
I kind of always have
I didn't
been.
fucking pay attention. I just saw liberal shit. Javi's posting his liberal woke agenda again. Javi's being woke.
I posted a Republican account.
Javi's being woke. I want to boost my ISO. Javi's being woke.
I literally posted, I think, a Republican account.
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Anyways, shocker, the Florida government is trying to suppress free speech and making it so if you say pesticides that are being released by Big Sugar are bad, you could be liable for money damages owed because they would, in effect, sign in a free speech waiver.
What's up?
Anyways, I like water to be clear.
Bro, I feel grody, but I just showered. I don't know why.
Oh, when will your body learn thermoregulation? What year will your update be installed? I learned
Javi's in topics mode because we started having a normal conversation before this, and he was like, I gotta write that down. I learned
thermoregulation.
And so now he has freaking notepad.
I learned thermoregulation in probably 3rd grade. You? When did you unlearn thermoregulation? No way you were like this your whole life.
I think wearing a jacket every single day in Florida heat.
That'll do it.
Probably taught my body, bro, you gotta sweat nonstop. It's hot out here, fool. And now I'm living in the repercussions of it.
Yeah. Fucking probably,
I'm gonna
honestly.
take my socks off.
Dude, you're doing a lot right now.
I'm gonna take my socks off.
The tism is hitting you really hard.
Well,
the textures are throwing you off.
They are.
The heat sensitivities are throwing you off.
They are.
And honestly, I'm here to really just
I release a lot of heat through my feet. So I think taking the socks off
Top 10 things
will help.
the sun has said.
I think taking the socks off will help.
You thermoregulate through your feet?
No, I release a lot of heat through my feet.
Are you aware of what thermoregulation means?
Yeah, I know what thermoregulation is. It's like homeostasis, bitch. It's homeostasis, bitch. Breaking Bad.
The bald one, but not as bald of the bald one, says that.
I don't even know if he says it when he's bald.
Does he? Oh. Jake, I have a question for you.
What?
So, the Liberals are putting on the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
I know you don't care about football, but if you remember, there was one year where you almost guessed the Super Bowl score correctly.
I did?
Within 2 points.
I did?
Yeah, 2 years ago, Super Bowl. This is pre-podcast, I think.
2 years ago, Super Bowl.
Or it was during this podcast.
Wouldn't have, it would be during podcast. I predicted I didn't do the Super Bowl with you 2 years ago.
No, you didn't do the Super Bowl with me.
What are you
just predicted it.
What are you talking about?
I specifically remember you being so close to having the score on the button.
What is this guy talking?
But I just want to hear your score prediction. Do you know who's playing in the Super Bowl?
The Seahawks.
Versus?
It's in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Probably the Patriots.
Good.
And that means no Travis Kelce.
Thank God. Okay.
Can't get distracted by my feet.
So what do you know about the Seahawks versus the Patriots?
The Seahawks are from Seattle.
That's good.
And the Patriots are from New England.
Yep.
And Tom Brady has a weird relationship with his son.
He does?
Are you kidding me? You don't know?
No.
Tom Brady this is not a bit. Tom Brady has a weirdly intimate relationship with his son. And by weirdly intimate, I mean they be kissing on the mouth, on the reg. There are so many photos. This is not a bit.
How old is said son?
Maybe 11.
Nah.
You say that. There's like one time, Tom Brady, there's a video of him like getting like a massage or something. He's on his back.
Okay, but you have to realize.
He's on his back. His son comes in and then like says some shit to him. And then his son leaves. And then he's like, I forget the exact dialogue, but he's like, essentially like, where's my kiss? And so the son doubles back, gives him a peck on the mouth. He goes to leave again, and Tom Brady's like, that wasn't good enough. And then he comes back, and they do like a solid smooch. Tom Brady, he's like kind of the Dalai Lama in the way that he's weirdly intimate with his son. You remember the Dalai Lama, how he like kind of macked on that kid or whatever?
That video hurts to watch.
I think I've blacked out that video in my memory.
Don't watch it.
I've seen it maybe twice, but I don't remember it at all.
Literally,
I just remember that
every once in a while, it'll come up in my reels, and I'll literally do this. I go, ooh.
Tom Brady always is kissing his son.
Okay,
and it's kind of weird.
But he has a European wife, and in Europe,
I think the son's maybe like 13 at this point. Like, dude, that's a little.
No, that's too young of a kid for it to matter.
But why is it on the lips?
Too young to matter,
bro. There's so many examples. Like,
yeah, but I'm just saying, European do that shit, and his wife is European.
Yeah, but he isn't.
Yeah, but his wife probably instilled European traditions.
Yeah, you know what, Tom Brady? I need you to make out with our children. Let me show you the video. Tom Brady.
I don't really want to watch the video.
Kissing son video.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a Tom Brady guy here. I'm not a Tom Brady guy.
Here, play the audio.
I don't really want to.
You have to. You have to.
In a documentary called Tom versus Time, there's a scene showing 5-time Super Bowl winner Tom Brady getting a massage. Then his 11-year-old son comes in the room and asks him if he can check his fantasy football standings.
I was wondering if I could check my fantasy team.
Not yet.
The second is shared by father and son.
Look at it, Javi.
Using words like and uncomfortably long.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. No, it's just European. It's just European. No, I think that's just European, huh? No, you know what? Hey, different cultures. Different cultures allow you to make out with your son. You know what? That's important to respect that. I think, yeah. No, I think you're right. It's just European. And this video is from like years ago, and they still be macking on the regular in the public, dude. It's just weird. Why are you doing that to your kid, Tom? Leave him be. I think I actually haven't seen this video in a while. I think I need to rewatch it for myself.
In a documentary called Tom versus Time, there's a scene showing 5 times.
What do I get?
And he goads him to come back over.
You know, Jack, everything comes at a cost, bud. That was like a peck.
That was like a
shared by
peck.
father and son prompted tweets from viewers using words like very disturbing and uncomfortably long.
It looks like he's doing CPR. That's what I know about the Patriots.
Okay, with that in mind,
Right.
who's winning the Super Bowl?
Man,
Yeah, give me a score.
is TB still on the field?
No.
He don't play no more?
No. And in fact, he owns a team now.
Man, if he was still on the field, I would say him. Because he sucks the juice out of his son to use on. It's like turbo that you get in a sports game, and that you then use up the charge throughout the game. I don't know, man. Fuck, I don't know. Why would I know?
Pity.
Yeah.
That's not a response.
Well, I don't know shit.
Just take a guess.
Well, the thing, I'll go to the Super Bowl watch party, and then I'll have like 2 white guys in my ear chirping, being like, yeah, dude, the Seahawks is just not been their year. And I'll be like, oh, of course. It hasn't been their year. So it makes sense why they're losing. I don't know.
The Seahawks have been the most dominant team in the NFL.
Then the Seahawks.
Okay.
Then the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Bandwagon, schmandwagon. Am I right?
Yeah. Just why is it do
Okay. Moving on.
you think they're using tongue? They're there. He's there for a while. It would be boring if he was just mouth to mouth for that long.
I can't say anything. Oh. This is probably the second time we brought this up, but the R word is back.
Why are you doing that? You're a topics
Because
guy.
I had a full-blown communist call me the R word today.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like, oh, this guy's a communist. I mean a communist.
What is the guy? Is it the guy who you previously talked about that like wore the Che Guevara hat
No.
or the
But
Fidel
that's
Castro
hilarious
hat?
that you remember that.
Yeah, dude, I edit the podcast.
That's fair.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Pretty interesting.
it sucks.
Yeah,
I hate it.
fair enough.
It's like that's back, and then also people throw around the word autism a little bit too liberally.
Yeah, but I've been saying that.
Have you been saying that?
Yeah, dog.
Well, I think they always have been a little
It's
bit
like
too
you
liberally.
have autism,
Okay.
correct?
No.
Oh, I thought you got diagnosed with
No.
autism. Oh,
Did you think that this whole time?
I thought that was one of your new diagnoses.
Uh-uh.
What do you have? Ritalin?
What is that? Is that a drug? I gotta
Pretty
check.
sure Ritalin is a drug.
People. That was a nice throw.
That was a good throw. Super Bowl bound. What do you have?
What do I have? I have
ADHD,
social anxiety. I don't know
What
if
does your Pokemon card say?
like my
Minus 20 social
my gym
interaction?
badges.
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, ADHD, social anxiety, depression, general anxiety.
Can't double dip.
You kind of can.
Ow.
Well, because you get general anxiety where you're like, what?
Stop curling your toes when you say this, by the way.
Okay, that's part of the effect.
But they can't.
That's part of the demonstration. I guess the hobby doesn't want me to freaking perform. Hold on, let me check this DP. Oh.
Don't start. Stop.
That's gonna come back up probably 3 times throughout this episode.
Okay.
You can double dip. Cause I have like general anxiety where I'm like, man, my life's fucking, I don't know what I'm doing in my freaking life and it's all over and whatever. And then I have social anxiety where I'm like, man, like there's my friend in the dining hall, but like I just hung out with them the other day. Maybe they're sick of me. I'm gonna not say hi to them. Yeah, that's something I did like a week ago. Yeah. Or like overthinking the hell out of like messaging people. Like it's like I have like one friend that I'm kind of making, and it's like I've been like for the past like,
dude, there's so much air going through
I'm sick.
every breath that
I'm
you have.
sick. There's a friend I'm making, or like whatever. But like even that, I'm like, oh, like notice how I'm describing it as a friend I'm making, even though like it is like how. Like, they would probably just think of me as a friend, but I'm like, it's a challenge. But I'm like, oh, like, we hung out like a few weeks ago. And like a week ago, my therapist, or like, I had the idea of like, oh, I'll like ask to go to the movies with them. But I'm like, oh, well, we just like hung out the other week. I don't know. And like, I asked them to go on that walk. So is it like, is it weird if I ask them to do something again? You know? That's burp number 1. I'm saying 2 more for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
And
do you censor those?
No.
Okay.
Leave it raw.
Clip that.
But yeah, and I've been overthinking asking them to go to the movies for a week, and it was also them who I ran into in the dining hall like a week ago, and I was like, oh well, like, you know, they're talking to some other people. I don't want to bother. How would I even go say hi? You know, and like, is it like a weird implication of like, do I want to sit with them if I say hi or whatever? And then literally today I'm walking to the gym and they come up from behind me and just start walking next to me. And I'm like, oh shit, hey. Cause like they're normal and they're just like, there's Jake. Let me say hi. But yeah.
Interesting.
That's the difference. That's social anxiety.
Anyways, I've been saying people have been throwing around autism way too much because women started self-diagnosing, and honestly, we went into a pretty deep and dark path there.
Look, I get...
And people who think gut health and detoxing is real.
I don't know what all that is.
But that happened at the same time as we started overdiagnosing mentally.
Look, I think scientifically it's been found that female autism is underdiagnosed because it presents differently than like male autism. That's like known. That's like true scientific fact. But like, I think once that kind of became public knowledge, then yeah. Then that started kind of becoming like a cultural thing of like people self-diagnosing a little bit. And it's like, hey, I don't want to be the person that's like, you don't have autism. You're fucking crazy. Like, I don't fucking know. But at the same time, self-diagnosing kind of whack. Right? it's like one thing to be like, oh yeah, I think I might have autism. But then to just like flippantly call people autistic or call yourself autistic, it's like a little weird. Like I made one joke on here like a month ago where I jokingly called myself autistic. And even since then I was like, I don't like that joke. You know? But like, yeah, it is like there is, so one of the video production organizations on campus. Is your mic recording? No, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. You've just been quiet.
This is me listening.
Yeah.
And that's only on a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom.
Okay.
Wow. That's number 2.
Yep.
So one of the video production orgs on campus last semester, so they do like a general meeting where like all the...
Don't. Too early. Got to spread that sucker out.
Okay, it's still gestating. Where like all the different video productions essentially give their pitch to like the whole club.
Why they should be there.
Yeah, like what the project's about, you know, what the goal is, what positions they need when they're filming, all this kind of shit, where to reach out.
Right.
And there was one that did a pitch last semester that was like,
keep talking.
what if, I don't remember the full pitch, but essentially what they were pitching was like a superhero office comedy sitcom kind of thing.
Okay.
But like in their like initial pitch, when it's like in a world where we combine, I'm like, I don't remember exactly. It wasn't that corny, but you know, where we combine superheroes, memes, and autism. And I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Like, you take that out, because it's like autism's been like repurposed as this thing of like kind of like
Of just being quirky.
Yeah, like quirky, abstract, sarcastic humor in a way, like brain rot kind of stuff, which is kind of yuck, and almost as yuck as my fucking sinuses.
Okay. Don't.
No, I was swallowing it. Hold on, I'm gonna just blow my nose real quick.
I'm taking my hearing aids out.
Why? It's blowing my nose. Can you move this? It's blowing my
It's
nose.
worse that you do it into TP.
Well, I don't
That
have
shit's
tissue.
2-ply. Don't moan after you do it.
Hold on, let me do one more. I almost put the roll in the trash. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, but I was like, look, honestly, that pitch was like kind of interesting, but the fact that they used that, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's just an indication of the kind of people that are making this. And I'm like, yuck. Nope. And then they gave the pitch again because it was originally like a short film that they then turned into like a TV show. I, for the record, fucking hate the way that the video production organizations talk about like shows here.
What do you mean?
When they say a show, what they mean essentially is 2 episodes, 2 or 3 episodes.
Why is that not a short series?
But yeah, they're like season 1 of whatever it was called. And it's like, and then they did the same fucking pitch, and they used autism as I guess it's not a pejorative, but like as an adjective, as a whimsical adjective. And it's like, yuck. Yuck. I think that's whack. I think that's gross. There's a podcast I like that was recently where like one of the hosts is like, they have suspicions that she might be autistic. But like, and so they were talking about potentially doing like an autism party where like they get her an official diagnosis, like a gender reveal party. But like, they were just like talking about it in a way that I was like, I don't know, man. So I just skip. I skip I skipped to that past in the episode. I was like, I just think yuck.
Yeah. Pretty gay. Sorry. That Sorry about that
That's great. No, that's great. That's fire. Bro, okay. I'm gonna enter
stream.
I'm gonna enter my rant. Okay.
Welcome to Javier's mild reactions.
Opening question. Do you remember the Jizz Wizard?
No.
Okay. This is maybe the third time I've talked about him on the podcast. So this is the guy who masturbated in the common rooms in freshman year.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
So I had a class with him last semester,
Right.
which I talked about last semester.
Yeah, the jizzard. Can we call him the jizzard?
The Jizzard? That's a great shortening.
Yeah.
So this was the live production class. In that class, like day dot, I got bad vibes from
Right.
him.
I remember you telling me this now.
But then I later on found out that he was the Jizz Wizard, the Jizzard. Right. And I was like, I feel so much more justified.
Right. I'm vindicated.
Now, in that class, have you seen the like Instagram reels or YouTube shorts of the like, there's like one guy in particular who does it really well, of the like millennial Redditor who's like, like, I guess it's another day in paradise, but I guess it can't truly be paradise because I'm dead inside.
Yes. I've
like
seen
that
this.
bit.
Yeah.
He is that, but if you just like killed the ability to perform. So like in the way that has like an attempted punchline, it's like that kind of like weirdly jovial, upbeat energy, but just like, this is the Jizzard's vibe. Okay. He's like oddly chipper.
Okay.
And it's just like weird. And it's like, he just inhabits things. He does behaviors, but ask your question.
How was he caught again?
How was he caught? Well, because people walked in on him masturbating.
Ooh. How does one respond to that?
I don't know. I didn't follow the story up. It was just more of something that I heard about.
Like, because if I walked in on somebody, I would go, oh, it would be the first thing out of my mouth.
Well, I assume that was probably the reaction. And then,
but what does he do?
I don't know, but you wouldn't think do it again.
Yeah, honestly.
And that's what he did.
Probably wouldn't be.
I think at least
bet.
2 more times. I don't know.
Ooh.
At least more than once. I don't know. But so he's just like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We all, as humans, have insecurities, right? Like there's this idea of the perfect whatever. And so it's like these things and like whatever. So, but because of that, like things that we are insecure about, the normal person will like overcompensate to like kind of hide those. So for example, like, I don't know. I don't actually have an example off the top of my mind. But it's like, it's some shit, like, like you're concerned about your back posture or something. Mm-hmm. So like maybe you take an extra effort to be like, for example. But there's some motherfuckers out there who exhibit these, portrayals that aren't to the societal standard, and they don't give a fuck about them. And now that on its own is not bad, but if they're not giving a fuck about that, then it makes you wonder, what are you giving a fuck about? Like, there's got to be some other shit that you're paying attention to. And I'll continue thinking about this because it's like, he was like, he's very like kind of awkward in conversations. And it's like, hey, I understand having social anxiety to a certain degree, like, because fucking I have it. But it's like, it gets to a point, right? Like, come on, like lock in a little. Anyway. Keep in mind, I'm saying all this and I kind of sound like an asshole. Remember, he jerked off in a common room multiple times. And he also did some more vile shit, but we'll get to that.
Right.
So at the end of this class last semester, or near the end, the friend that I am making in that class at one point just like tells me and someone else they're friends with, like, I cannot fucking stand him.
Right.
And I was kind of at the time like,
Right.
you know, he's annoying, but he's harmless.
Okay.
Flash forward. It's this semester.
Okay.
I have a class with him in it.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was successfully able to avoid him freshman and sophomore year. Now, two semesters back to back.
Back to schmack.
Kind of brutal.
Unreal.
But so I have this
Kind of
class.
proof that this is a small institution.
Mm-hmm. I have this class. It's a comedy editing class. I have it with a friend. This is first day of class.
Okay.
We go in that class. The whole class, my friend is texting me, bro, this is chud class. Look at all the other people in here. This is chud class.
Can you remind me what the word chud means?
Think like a Reddit moderator.
Okay. How does a class be a Reddit moderator?
Like a lot of like the chuz. You don't know what chuz? It's chopped huz. The chuz. You know huz. You don't know chuz? That's crazy. A chud is, let me think of someone from high school or middle school that I can just tell you so that you get it. I mean, a chud's like, it's like a weirdo, like a grosso. What? Bro's on his phone.
Sorry.
He must have some emergency or something important going on. What?
Kid's cousin passed away.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Cousins just like side characters in everyone's story. But they can be dog or pog when you really think about it.
Okay, keep going.
A chud is like a gross man. Kind of.
Okay.
Like a man who's like yuck.
Right.
Like, trying to think of an example. I'll have to cut this, but like,
I understand completely now.
yes.
Yep.
But if anything, is a bit too put together.
Okay.
I should stop saying his name. He like kind of has like, he knows how to like have good posture at least in a
Right.
way. The chud doesn't.
Okay, they don't.
They don't. So I'm trying to think. There's like kind of like,
Okay. Yep.
yeah.
He seems like the type of guy.
Yes. So my friend, we're in this class. She's texting me. She's sitting literally right next to me, but she's texting me during it saying, this is chud class. Everyone in here, like, look at everyone else in here, dude. Like, this
Right.
shit sucks. And I'm like, it ain't that big of a deal. She drops the class afterwards. I don't blame her. She wasn't that interested. And like, who cares? But I continue. By the way, the Jizz Wizard is in this class.
Okay.
1 week ago, last Wednesday, the Jizzard comes into class with a Lego Han Solo minifigure that he plays with for the entirety of class.
Define plays with.
Like kind of like fidget toy.
Okay, I'm not immediately turned off.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a musty figurine though. I'll say that.
Okay.
And it was kind of like, no, it wasn't always like a fidget toy. It was kind of like he would like have it propped up on his laptop looking at him while he was typing away. And like sometimes he'd just be kind of looking at it. But again, hey, buy a fidget cube.
Different strokes.
That's a good joke.
Okay.
Buy a fidget cube,
Right.
but if it's a fidget toy, it's a fidget toy.
Correct.
I kind of can get it. I'm going to judge you, but it's not the end of the world. Okay? Coming to class this week. He's also continually his like oddly chipper attitude. That's just like really annoying. And it's like, bro, you can't be talking like you're some innocent motherfucker when you jerk off in a common room.
Fair. Facts. Usually you forfeit the rights there.
You forfeit the rights.
Yeah.
You have to go into degen mode now.
Yeah.
It's class this week.
Okay.
Okay. Coming to class, he has a new Lego minifigure. This one's even mustier. But I kind of, whereas last week I was a bit more judgmental of why is this presumably 20-year-old man in fucking college playing with a Lego minifigure.
Right.
This week I'm like, okay, you know what? It's a fidget toy.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the part where he whips out his Johnson and jerks it to the minifigure. Does that come? Does he come?
I will tell you, there was a certain... Later on in the story, I was thinking to myself, I would have rather walked in on him masturbating.
Okay, I'm excited.
We're like flash forward in class. We're like 66% of the way through. That's like 2/3.
Yep, usually known as that.
Okay, in the middle of class, what we're doing is we were given a bunch of footage, like a short film was shot from like a real short film from in like 2014. And so now they just have this footage. And so it's like, here's a scene with all the footage, with all the takes and all the angles, edit it. That was like the homework assignment. That was the assignment. And so in class, we're watching what everyone edited and then like going through them and talking about like, hey, what did you like about this person's whatever? And the professor like plays it, then like asks the class for like their thoughts. And then we'll just like kind of like go on tirades afterwards, after like receiving whatever. Okay. So we're in the middle of this. In the middle of this, the jizzard very suddenly stands up, walks to the door, holding his nose.
Nosebleed?
I think to myself, he probably got a nosebleed.
Okay.
And you know what? Hey, happens. I don't get nosebleeds.
I've never gotten nosebleeds either, but my little brother gets them a lot.
I think I've only gotten a nosebleed when I've been hit in the nose. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to fault you for getting a nosebleed unless you gave yourself the nosebleed.
Okay, but I get it kind of
So
now,
maybe that's where the Lego Han Solo minifigure went, and that's how we got the nosebleed, right?
Okay.
But he walks off to the bathroom, leaves very suddenly, nosebleed. You can't blame someone for getting a nosebleed.
No, you can't.
It's gross, but it happens.
Gross. Yep.
If you jump on it immediately, I'm not going to fault you for it.
Right.
He comes back a few minutes later. Okay. He comes back into the classroom. Imagine this is a tissue. Okay. I'm sorry, but this will be gross somewhat. He comes back into the classroom. Full tissue hanging out of his nose. Full tissue.
Assumably it's getting more and more red.
Now, it's not, the redness isn't going down.
Okay.
Thankfully, but you can see it's certainly bloody at the top.
Correct. You can throw that away now.
I can't.
Oh no. Okay.
So he has this in his nose. Again, full tissue.
Right.
I'm sitting there. I'm thinking to myself, bro, rip the fucking tissue. Just think about it. Imagine full tissue. I can rip off this.
Right.
So that it's just like the bud and then maybe a tiny bit hanging out of my nose. So that way you don't have a handkerchief flapping in front of you.
Correct.
Like it's a fucking dog that you're waving a bone in front of. It's still odd, but like I can get it. Okay. You don't want to miss class time. And I don't know how nosebleeds work, but you're like fucking clogging it up. Right. Sure.
Okay.
I would have rather you stayed out there until it stopped bleeding.
Me too.
And you don't have to come back in with this shit hanging out of your nose.
Yeah.
But whatever. Full tissue hanging out of his nose. It's like this for like 5-10 minutes. During this time, the professor, of course, is playing videos and asking us for questions. He's answering. He's talking to the professor with a full tissue hanging out of his nose.
What did the professor that, like, react any differently?
No. Which is arguably crazier, but whatever. That's the man giving me a grade. I guess I can't get onto him too much till now. The rate my professor might look differently, 6 weeks from now, but we'll see.
Right.
Professor, unfazed. Crazy. So he's talking to the professor with the tissue hanging out of his nose. Also, during a time when he's answering, I realized that, he doesn't have facial hair. So, there's, I guess it, got a lot of blood on him. And it's not like fresh blood, but it's kind of that thing where it's the skin does have a little red tint to it still.
No.
There's blood marks.
No.
So it's like this for 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Then he takes the tissue out. 6-7. Takes the tissue out. I'm like, he's going to throw it away, thank God. No. So imagine this is bloodied. This bud tip is bloody because I had a nosebleed.
Oh.
So there is, and it's also taut. It's not like this is falling apart because this is just snot or whatever. And I mean, I'm not even that snotty. And this is toilet paper. But so this is firm. So there is firmly a bud next to him. It's like that 3 to 5 minutes. Thankfully less. Then takes it out. Thankfully, the second bud isn't that bloody. It was barely bloody, if at all. What does he do? Not throw it away. Because what? There's not a trash can in the classroom. Instead, there's one 5 feet out the door.
Okay.
So what does he do? Holds on to it for the rest of class.
Are you working on your own computers?
Yes.
Okay.
But these are it's university desks.
Yep.
So the little fold and whatever.
Yeah.
So he's he's holding it like this. Sometimes he's holding it like this. Sometimes he's playing with a Lego minifigure like this. It's like that for maybe 20 minutes. Now, during this time, at one point, the professor stands up, is walking over there, asks a question.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Asks a question. At one point, what does he do? Well, maybe he's getting tired of holding it. So he sets it down on the desk. The bloody part touches the desk.
And that's how AIDS was first spread.
So at this point, he is a literal biohazard.
Oh, my
I
God.
am crashing out watching this. He's maybe 6 feet over.
You're sitting next to this motherfucker?
No, there are 2 seats in between us.
That's still next to, bro.
Bro, I am kind of as close to the wall as you can get. It's just a water bottle. It was empty. I'm pretty much there's only 1 seat in between me and the
people
wall.
Sitting in these seats?
What do you mean?
Between you and this guy?
No.
Why'd you pick this seat, bro?
It was just kind of where I sat originally because I am as far from the professor, honestly, as I am from you.
Oh, so
that's where the professor is. He is one empty seat, then him. So I guess it's 3 seats, not 2 seats. Is man's, and then it's just more seats. So it's kind of weird. I also originally sat in this one when I had a friend, and so it's I don't know.
Did this friend drop?
Yeah, that was the friend who dropped because she was it's Chud's class.
Right.
But there's only one more, this is wall. Honestly, there's only one more seat here and then wall. So I can't really go that much further unless I go on the other fucking side of the classroom. So
I would have gotten up.
Bro, where's my phone? I threw it. At this point, I start texting my friend who dropped. I'll read these to you. I said, Yeah. At one point, raises his hand to answer a question by holding the bloody tissue up as if it was handing trash to a flight attendant. He just set it down on the desk. The bloody tissue, bloody bud, down on the desk. Throw the thing away. Throw the fucking thing away. Bro is a literal biohazard. I forgot about this. Class is continuing on. One hand, tissue.
How long is this class?
4 hours.
Woof.
This is all last hour, luckily.
Okay.
Yeah, this is on hour 4. This is like 9:30 at night.
Damn, this is the class that you be in on Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like sometimes it ends early, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
It's like near the end of class, maybe 10 minutes left. He's hunched over, tissue in one hand, minifigure in the other. He's wearing sweatpants. That's not the worst thing. You can wear sweatpants. But he's also wearing a t-shirt. It's probably medium, probably a large. I don't know. It's a little slim fit. Again, that's fine. But sweatpants, t-shirt. There's a solid 90 degrees of ass out.
Okay.
Ass out. I'm crashing out.
Yeah.
His hairy ass is out.
Yeah.
He's playing with a Lego minifigure and a bloody fucking tissue. He set it down on the desk.
Right.
He's a literal biohazard.
Yep.
Finally,
Okay.
class ends. He gets up to leave. I took a photo of this because my friend wanted a photo. He gets up to leave, puts on his jacket, puts the tissue down in the seat.
Leaves it?
No. But he puts it down on the seat. So again,
You took a
spreading
picture
it.
of this?
Yeah, because at this point, I was crashing out. Javi, I had been stuck in the same room,
Yeah.
2 seats away from this motherfucker
For an hour.
for an hour.
Yeah.
Not for multiple hours, but an hour of a bloody tissue.
Yeah.
I'm going nuts.
I believe it.
I am appalled.
I believe it.
I stay back after he leaves. I stay back an extra minute so that I can grab a disinfectant wipe and wipe down his whole fucking desk.
No, that was too kind of you.
Again, literal biohazard.
Yeah,
No sarcasm in that. Literal biohazard. He had a bloody tissue that he was fucking wiping all over the place. I can finally throw away the toilet paper. I was genuinely appalled.
That's horrific.
I think it's good I was that appalled and needed to take a minute to fucking collect my thoughts, or else I think I legitimately could have thrown hands in the sidewalk if I had left at the same time as him. Throw away the fucking tissue!
Yeah, especially if the class is 4 hours. You missed what? Maybe 1% of the class?
And all we're doing is watching other people's edits of the same footage that we all used. Also, for the record, I mogged the shit out of everyone in that class.
Let me watch.
You wouldn't find it interesting.
But you said it's comedy editing.
Yes, but it's editing one scene from the middle of a short film. I mean, I can show it to you afterwards, but it's really nothing.
Okay.
It's just that, like, mine was, like, well edited, like a short film, like an actual thing. Everyone else in the class felt like an editing student. And you know mine was well edited because there was a motherfucker in the class who I'd never talked to once in my whole time in that class, and afterwards he followed me on Instagram. So you know his ass was
A little
impressed.
bit of steez.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of mogged because I know what room tone is and how to edit with L cuts and J cuts.
I don't know what that means, but I'm with it.
Yeah.
Shout out room tone.
How are there motherfuckers who, like, continue living like this?
I often ask myself that question.
How have you gone 20 years on the planet and you just fundamentally lack all this shit? Because again, if you're not thinking about that, if you're not insecure about that, what are you insecure about?
Yeah.
I so badly wanted to go to him afterwards and be like, why didn't you throw the fuck? Or I was genuinely, as I was walking out, I was thinking to myself, if I run into him, I'm gonna fucking like push him on the shoulder and be like, throw away the tissue next time.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
It's so gross.
I agree.
Genuinely appalling. I was baffled, Javi. I was straight baffled. Some of the most vile shit I've ever seen, I think, for my whole college experience. Like, genuinely, that was so fucking gross. Again, there's so many affordances I can give you. Having a bloody nose, that's fine. I don't have them, but I get it. The human body's fucked up and weird. Hell, if you even had the little buds hanging out in your nose. Hell, even if you had the whole tissue hanging out of your nose, that'd be better than waving it around like a fucking referee at a goddamn F1 race. Like, what the fuck? Genuinely disgusting. Genuinely. So yeah, I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, I would have rather walked in on him masturbating, because at least that I could have walked out of, and I could have fucking reported him to OEO. But who do I report him to?
Shout out OEO.
Nah, they suck. But
I don't
like,
know who OEO is.
the Office of Equal Opportunity. So you go to if you have some shit go down.
Yeah.
But that was so gross. And the professor just walked out afterwards. Before I even was wiping it down, he just left. What the fuck?
Think about it. Bro probably had a full day, and then he saw that and he was like, you know what? I don't even like this teaching job.
Yeah, but dude, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. How can you look a motherfucker in the eye and have a conversation with him when he has a bloody tissue hanging out of his nose, dude?
How do you think your roommates feel? Because they definitely have heard this whole thing.
Yeah, this is their second time hearing it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the other night when we were playing CSGO and being like, CP for the win. I was thinking to myself, like, ooh.
And also you made it sound like we were saying CP for the win.
There was someone whose name was like...
His name was CP.
Yeah. No, we were talking about that good CP.
Oh, don't say that. I always got to clip that.
So
CSGO
gross.
is one of the most eternal games of all time.
Yeah. But we should hop on Overwatch, though.
What? I thought they are rebranding it because it's bad.
Yeah, they are.
And you're back on? Also, who was saying that they were cooking with the gameplay as if the gameplay has changed at all?
Okay, the gameplay has changed, but
How?
The perks.
What?
They made it so that the abilities are customizable. We played it once since they made this change.
No.
Yeah. So now, like, you can, like, at the end of each round or whatever, you can, like, customize your abilities and shit.
I have never played that.
We played it once.
I've never played that.
I think it is an improvement, but it's not that much of an improvement. I want to try Overwatch again when the new season. They're also saying, yeah, season 1. The next season's called season 1. I want to try it, but like, I think my theory is that Big Daddy Microsoft was like, yo, Marvel Rivals is eating y'all's lunch. Even though Marvel Rivals has also shrunk a lot, but it did take a large portion of their player base. But they were like, Marvel Rivals is eating your lunch.
How is Microsoft involved in this?
Microsoft owns Xbox, which owns Blizzard.
Xbox owns Blizzard?
Have you been living under a rock?
When did Xbox buy Blizzard?
Like 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they bought Activision Blizzard.
About Activision too?
Well, Activision had merged with Blizzard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This fucking guy.
Is that why COD is on Xbox now?
Yeah. Or Xbox Early or whatever it is. Yeah. But I think Xbox was like, yo, you guys have a year. Here's like a cash infusion of however much. Figure this shit out. Because they're like, we're going to be releasing 10 new heroes over the course of this year. And so like this new season is going to have like 5 new heroes.
Wow.
Yeah. They all look mid.
Hard to, honestly, they had a pretty good thing going.
I was kind of thinking about it and I was like,
Like, did Hammond really add that much? I kind of lost the plot around Hammond.
I think
Baptiste, mid.
I think Hammond is the literal peak.
No, you liked Ball, but I never liked Ball.
I didn't like playing as Ball, but I think adding Ball was so cool. I think what was great about when they were adding new Overwatch heroes at the beginning was that each one, it felt like radically changed the gameplay at the time of their release. It was like this was a new contender that like you had to deal with in a very unique way. And I think no one better encapsulates that than Ball. But all the new ones are just like shooty people. Like it's just like they're unoriginal. Now they are adding Jetpack Cat, and Jetpack Cat seems like it has some cool abilities, but that's like 1 out of 5.
Literally, fuck are you saying, bro?
Jetpack Cat. They're adding a cat who has a jetpack. And his one cool ability is he has like a grappling hook. Like that people can grapple onto, I mean. Like that's cool.
Okay.
But other than that, all the other heroes are just like reskins of other abilities.
I'm going to say line in the sand, Ana is the first added character.
What do you mean?
That Ana was the first added character.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but you could argue that Genji was not in the first one.
Literally, what the fuck?
In the first beta?
What are you talking?
Genji was not in the first beta.
I don't give a shit about the beta. I'm talking about full release.
Okay, full release. Ana. 1 to 10.
Ana, Sombra.
Listen, I asked 1 to 10.
What do you mean 1 through 10?
1 through 10.
Like ranking them?
Yeah, dog. For me, 6 out of 10.
Oh, you're talking about Ana specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, is 1 better or 10 better?
10 is better.
I'd say 7.
Are you saying that for the meme?
No, genuinely.
Okay.
I think
You have better aim than I do.
I
you remember when I was a Widow main for 3.5 minutes?
Yeah. I don't like playing as Ana.
It's hard to hit shit with, bro.
I think her sleep dart was great. I think that was a game changer.
Yeah.
For dealing with ultimates and shit.
Yeah, for dealing with Genji, bro.
Yeah, and so I think that like her grenade also, like the anti-healing.
Yeah, good.
Like
Sombra
also
is either way too powerful or not powerful enough.
Yeah,
never
dude.
balanced.
Yeah, never.
4 out of 10.
I'd
cool
say
abilities though, like being invisible, throwing the beacon.
I'd give her a 6. I think the hacking ability and how she worked as a flanker was interesting.
Yeah.
And it was good and added a new dynamic.
What was her first ultimate?
I think it was, dude, I honestly don't remember.
Was it full EMP?
I think so.
And then they changed it, right?
Yeah, I honestly don't know what it is now.
Yeah. But the EMP, when you heard Abagana let loose this, you were like, oh shit.
Yeah, like that was like her ability, like she was like the first stealth character.
Here's where I think it went bad.
What's that?
When an ultimate didn't mean you won the point.
Well,
in casual lobbies. I get it in higher ranks that an ultimate is named. But like, if you got an ultimate, that meant that the tide of the fight was changing. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's still the case.
I would argue now you have like 2 or 3 people popping ultimates and then it changes.
Well, I think a solo ult, it's always a question of
how long does that person stay alive?
Yeah, and how well do you capitalize off of it?
Yeah.
You
remember Bongo? Bongo was shit.
Okay, we should go through the rest of these and then probably finish.
Okay, Orisa, 10 out of 10.
Not a 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I love Orisa. That's a 7 out of 10.
Nah, but I liked her with her shield better than I like her with the spear.
Honestly, I think Sombra's better than Orisa. Whoa. I love Orisa. I think peak Sombra's better than Orisa. But because of how unreliable Sombra is, I think Orisa's 7 out of 10. I love Orisa. But you remember
her grab pull?
Yeah, I think that was great. I think she's a 7.
Doomfist, 2 out of 10. Why? I was bad at him.
8 out of 10.
What?
I think I love OG Doomfist.
OG Doomfist was much better.
I think, again, I love new characters that are just so fundamentally different.
Yeah.
And old Doomfist was that. He was just the fucking meanest, and like he would just one-shot KO you, and it was so brutal. But it was awesome.
Moira, 8 out of 10.
I'll give Moira a 7.
Interesting.
She was fun, but she wasn't that crazy.
But you just kind of need it on some teams.
Yeah, it's a well-designed character.
Brigitte, hate her new form.
Yeah, she's like a 6.
I liked her when she came out, though.
Yeah.
Wrecking Ball, 1 out of 10. Hate that fucker.
That's another 8 for me.
Ash, mid, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, agreed.
But sometimes Bob is fun.
Yeah.
Baptiste, 4 out of 10, bro.
Did you skip our Mr. Feats?
No, he's next. Baptiste.
He's
came
next.
first. Yeah,
Baptiste was first.
Yeah.
Baptiste, that's like a...
He just doesn't output
3.
enough healing for me.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Sigma, this is your guy.
I love Sigma. He's not that crazy. I'd give him a 6.
Yeah, I agree with that. Echo. Loki, I like Echo. There was a few seasons there where I liked Echo.
Okay, also kind of mid though.
But definitely mid. I would say 6 out of 10.
I'd say 5.
Okay. Sojourn. Which one is that one?
That's Overwatch 2.
She's the
That was the first Overwatch
big gun
2.
lady, right?
Yeah, you shoot and then it charges up. And
yeah.
that's a gun character.
Yeah.
That's like
Soldier 2.0, bro.
Yeah, I'll give that a 4. It's just unoriginal.
Junker Queen, never liked it. The
Me
axe,
neither. That's a
3 out of 10. Kiriko. I like Kiriko.
I like Kiriko. That's a 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
Ramatra, 5.
8.
What?
7.
Too overpowered with the ultimate.
Well, they had to tweak the ultimate. They dialed
does it
it back.
still stay alive while he's awake?
No, it's not that busted anymore.
Okay.
They nerfed it. But I liked his way of like the dynamic
listen,
changing.
if you have a good Life Weaver, it can be the be all end all. But if you have a Life Weaver that pulls you away as you're ulting, it can make you want to throw a punch through your screen.
He also doesn't output much healing.
Alari. I don't remember that one.
She was the shooter healer. She was black. She had like a sun gun.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 4.
Yeah, mid. Mauga. I like Mauga.
That's a 6.
But is
maybe a 5, actually. He's fun, but...
Venture? Remember how broken Venture was for the first 3 weeks?
Oh, yeah, dude.
It was horrific.
But honestly, that's kind of cool. I'll give it a 5.
Okay.
I think it's unoriginal, but kind of dope.
Juno. I don't remember.
That was the space girl. She was like an astronaut.
I actually don't know who any of these people are.
I'd say that's like a 4. And then they added a water guy recently.
Juno, Hazard, Freya, Wuyong, Vendetta. Who are all these people?
Yeah, well, Vendetta's Overwatch 3. Well, when they rebrand to Overwatch. I think they might have already put her out, but she was with the new announcement. Freya was right after we stopped playing.
What was Hazard?
Oh, no, that was when we stopped. He was like a tank. I don't know. I never tried him. Or I tried him like once. That's like a 4. But I gotta go. It's 8. It's 9
What
o'clock.
movie you watching?
Marty Supreme.
Let me know how that is.
I've heard mixed things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're ending. That's the end.